Hello everyone. Today we are going to solve exercise 7.3 from the textbook of CBSE board NCERT Mathematics of grade 6. So let's start exercise 7.3. Here this is the first question. Before solving this, I just request you all to please subscribe to my channel. If you have any doubts, you can ask me in the comment box. Okay. So let's start. Here this is the first question. Write the fractions. Are all these fractions equivalent? So here they have told us to write the fractions. So let's write first the fraction. Now here this circle is divided into two parts and one part is shaded. So the fraction will be 1 upon 2 because out of two parts one part is shaded. Okay. Now here out of four parts two parts are shaded. So the fraction will be 2 upon 4. Now here out of 6 parts 3 parts are shaded. So 3 upon 6. Here out of 8 parts 4 parts are shaded. Okay. Now let's write the fraction of these also. Now here we have 12 parts, 12 balls. Out of 12 balls, 4 balls are shaded. So 4 upon 12. Now here 3 balls are shaded and there are altogether 9 balls are there. So 3 upon 9. Here 2 balls are shaded and altogether we have 6. So 2 upon 6. Here altogether we have 3 and 1 ball is shaded. So 1 upon 3. Here we have 15 balls and out of 15, 6 balls are shaded. So here all these are the fractions. Now we have to check whether all these fractions are equivalent. So what we will do, we will take a simplest form of the fraction. Here this is half. Okay. And let's multiply with one number. So first I'll multiply with 2 to this half. I'll get the answer as 2 ones are 2, 2 twos are 4. Okay. So 2 upon 4 which is here we have. Okay. Now if I multiply half with 3, then I'll get the answer as 3 upon 6. Okay. So which is the third fraction. Now if I multiply with 4, I'll get the answer as 4 upon 8 which is the fourth fraction. So as we are getting all the fractions here, all these fractions are equivalent. Okay. Now let's check for this one. Here the smallest fraction means lowest form of the fraction is here 1 upon 3. So let's multiply with 2. First we are getting the answer as 2 upon 6 which is this one. Okay. Now if I multiply with 3, then I'll get 3 upon 9 which is here present. Okay. Now if I multiply with 4, I'll get the answer as 4 upon 12 which is the first fraction. Okay. Now if I multiply with 5, then I'll get the answer as 5 upon 15 but which is not present. Here we have 6 upon 15. Let's check by multiplying 6. Then I'll get the answer as 6 upon 18 as it is which is not matchable with this fraction. So here we have these 4 fractions are equivalent but this fifth fraction is not equivalent to this. So we can't say that all these fractions are equivalent. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is second one. Write the fractions and pair up the equivalent fractions from each row. Okay. So first we will write the fractions. Here the first one is having 2 parts and out of 2 1 part is shaded. So the fraction will be 1 upon 2. Now here we have 6 parts and out of 6 4 parts are shaded. So 4 upon 6. Now here we have 3 parts shaded out of 9 parts. So the fraction will be 3 upon 9. Here we have 8 parts out of 8 2 parts are shaded. So 2 upon 8. Here we have 4 parts and out of 4 3 parts are shaded. Okay. Now let's write the fraction for this row. First one is 6 upon 18 because here there are 18 parts and out of 18 6 parts are shaded. Now here we have 8 parts out of 8 4 parts are shaded. Okay. Now here we have 16 parts out of 16 12 parts are shaded. So the fraction will be 12 upon 16. Now here we have 8 parts are shaded out of 12 parts. Now here 4 parts are shaded out of 16 parts. Okay. Now how we are going to find out which one is equivalent to which one? So for that, divide these right side second row fractions and let's find the simplest form of the fractions. Okay, so first one is 6 upon 18. If I divide this 6 upon 18 by 2, I'll get the answer as 3 upon 9, which is equivalent to this one. Okay. Now if I divide this 4 upon 8 by 4, then I'll get the answer as half, which is equivalent to this one. Next, if I divide this 12 upon 16 by 4, I'll get the answer as 3 upon 4. So, which is equivalent to E. Next, if I divide 8 upon 12 by 2, I'll get the answer as 4 upon 6, which is equivalent to B1. Now, if I divide this 4 upon 16 by 2, then I'll get the answer as 2 upon 8, which is equivalent to this one. So, here I matched both the rows. Okay. Now, let's move to the third question. Here, replace box in each of the following by the correct number. Okay. So, let's take the first one here, that is 2 upon 7 is equal to 8 upon box. Okay. As they have given here equal sign, these both the fractions are equivalent, that we understood here. Okay. Now, how we have to find? So, I'll tell you the oral method. Okay. So 2 how much za 8 means with what number if I multiply this 2, then I should get the answer as 8. We all know that 2 4 za 8. So here we got 4, right? 2 4 za 8. So we have to multiply this 7 with 4 to get the answer at the place of box. Okay, 7 4 za 28. So this is the answer. Understood? Now I'll take this second one, that is 5 upon 8 is equal to 10 upon box. Okay. Now everyone know that 5 2s are 10, right? So here to write in the place of box, we have to multiply this 8 with 2. Why 2? Because 5 2s are 10. So 8 2s are 60. Okay. Now let's take this third one. 3 upon 5 is equal to box upon 20. Okay. Now here 5 4s are 20, right? So 3 4s are 12. Okay. Now here we have different ones. See here 45 is bigger than 15, right? So here we have to use a division method, okay, as well as multiplication method also. So now you all know that 15 3s are 45, right? 15 3s are 45. Now to find this number, we have to divide this 60 by 3. Why 3? Because 15 3s are 45. So if I divide this 60 by 3, I'll get the answer as 20. So this is the answer for this question. Now let's move to the E question. Here we have to use division method as well as multiplication method. Okay. Now first we have to check 4 watts are 24. As you all know, 4 6 are 24, right? Therefore we have to divide this 18 by 6. And you all know that 6 3s are 18. So the box answer will be 3. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is fourth one. Find the equivalent fraction of 3 upon 5 having denominator 20, numerator 9, denominator 30 and for numerator 27. Now this question is exactly same as this previous question, just they have given in the words, they didn't give like this way. Okay, so first we will write the question in this term. Okay, so here the first one is denominator 20. Okay, we have to find numerator for this fraction 3 upon 5. So how we are going to write? 3 upon 5 is equal to, at the place of denominator 20 and the numerator place is empty. Okay. Now for this one, be numerator as 9, we have to write 3 upon 5 is equal to 9 upon dash. Okay. And for C, 3 upon 5 is equal to dash upon 30. Okay. Now for D, 3 upon 5u is equal to 27 upon dash. Okay. Now here the same procedure you have to use which you used for the question 3. Okay. Now you all know 5 4s are 20. So here the number will be 3 4s are 12. Okay. Here 3 3s are 9. So 5 3s are 15. 5 6 are 30. So 3 6 are 18. 3 9s are 27. So 5 9s are 45. It's very easy if you solve it carefully. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is fifth one. Find the equivalent fraction of 36 upon 48 with this. Okay, this question is also same as the previous one. First we will write the question. Okay. So here 36 upon 48 is equal to numerator 9 but denominator we have to find. And for B, 36 upon 48 is equal to at the place of denominator 4 is there. Okay. Now here this fraction having the bigger numbers than this fraction, right? So we have to use here division method as well as multiplication method. So first we have to check 9 watts are 36. You all know that 9 4s are 36. So we have to divide this 48 by 4. Then we will get the answer as 12. Okay. So these both fractions are equivalent. Now here same. First we have to find 4 watts are 48. If I multiply this 4 with 12, I'll get 48, right? Now, so we have to divide this 36 by 12 to get the answer. So when I divide 36 by 12, I'll get the answer as 3 because 12 3s are 36, right? So here this is the answer for fifth. Now let's solve the sixth one. Check whether the given fractions are equivalent. Okay, now here they have given already fractions. We have to just check. Okay, we will check it by orally only. Okay, now see here 5 watts are 30, 5 6 are 30, right? Whether 9 6 are 54? Yes, 9 6 are 54. Therefore, this the fraction, both fractions are equivalent. Okay. Now for this 3, how much are 12? 3 4s are 12. Whether 10 4s are 50? No, 10 4s are 40 should be there. So these two fractions are not equivalent. Okay. Now here there is no equivalency because why? Because there is no 5 in 7 table as well as there is 7 is not there in the 5 table. So both these fractions are not equivalent. Okay. Now let's move to the next question, that is seventh one. Reduce the following fractions to simplest form. Okay, we have to reduce. While reducing, we have to use division method. Okay. So we will take the first fraction, that is 48 upon 60. Let's divide this fraction by 12. You can divide with any number. Okay, there is no issue. Just the both numbers should get divided. Okay. So here I am dividing this fraction by 12. So I got the answer as 4 upon 5. Now further I can't divide this fraction. So this is the simplest form of 48 upon 60. Now let's take the next one, that is 150 upon 60. As both of them have the 0 at the end, so I'll divide this fraction by 10. I got the answer as 15 upon 6. But this is not the simplest form because both the numbers are present in the 3's table. So I have to divide this further by 3. So I got the answer as 5 upon 2. So this is the simplest form of 150 upon 60. Now let's take C1, 84 upon 98. Now let's divide this fraction by 2. So I got the answer as 42 upon 49. Now you all know that 49 is present only in the table of 7 and 42 is also present in 7. So I'll divide this fraction by 7. So I got the answer as 6 upon 7. Okay. So this is the simplest form of the fraction 84 upon 98. Okay. Now let's take D1, that is 12 upon 52. I'll divide this fraction by 2. So I got the answer as 6 upon 26. Further I can divide this. So I'll divide this again by 2. I got the answer as 3 upon 13. Further I can't divide. So this is the simplest form of the fraction. Next one is even 7 upon 28. Okay, as you all know that 28 is present in the fraction in the table of 7. So I'll divide this directly by 7. I got the answer as 1 upon 4. So this is the simplest form of the fraction 7 upon 28. Okay, now let's move to the next question, that is 8th one. Ramesh had 20 pencils, Shilu had 50 pencils, Jamal had 80 pencils. After 4 months, Ramesh used up 10 pencils, Shilu used up 25 pencils, and Jamal used up 40 pencils. What fraction did each use up? Okay, so first we will write given things. So they have given us that Ramesh had 20 pencils and Shilu had 50 pencils and Jamal had 80 pencils. Okay, now Ramesh used up 10 pencils out of 20 pencils. So the fraction will be 10 upon 20. Okay, and for Shilu, she used 25 pencils out of 50 pencils. So the fraction is 25 upon 50. Now for Jamal, he used 40 pencils. So 40 out of 80. So the fraction is like this way. Now what fraction did each use up? So this is the fractions they have used up. So check if each has used up an equal fraction of her or his pencils. So for that we have to reduce these fractions into simplest form. Okay, so I'll divide this first fraction, that is 10 upon 20 by 10. Then I got the answer as 1 upon 2. Now here I'll divide this 25 upon 50 by 25. So I got the answer as again 1 upon 2. Now here if I divide with 40, I'll get the answer as 1 upon 2. So S, each of them has used equal fractions of her or his pencils. Okay. Now let's move to the 9th one. This one is the last question of this exercise. Match the equivalent fractions and write 2 more for each. Okay, to match these fractions we have to reduce at least this the first column fractions, or else we have to find out equivalent fractions for this one. So what we will do, we will reduce the first column fractions. Okay, so first one is here 250 upon 400, as both of them have the zeros at the end. So I'll divide them by 10. I got the answer as 25 upon 40. Okay, now again I'll divide them by 5. So I got the answer as 5 upon 8, which is equivalent to this one. Okay, so these two fractions are equivalent. Now what they have told, write 2 more for each. Okay, already I have found one equivalent fraction. To find one more, I'll multiply this 5 upon 8 by 2. So I got the answer as 10 upon 16. Okay, so these 2 more equivalent fractions I found for these two. Okay, now let's find the let's reduce the fraction 180 upon 200. Okay, now here again I'll divide by 10. So I get the answer as 18 upon 20. Okay, now again I'll divide them by 2. So I got 9 upon 10. Okay, now here here this one is getting matchable. So this second one is can be matched with even. Okay, already I have found out one fraction. So I'll find by multiplying 3, I'll find one more fraction. Why not? I'm not multiplying here with 2, because if I multiply with 2, I'll get this fraction only, because here I have divided by 2. So I'll multiply here with 3. So I got the answer as 27 upon 30. Now here this one is one more fraction, which is equivalent to 180 upon 200. Okay, now let's take the third one, that is 660 upon 990. Again here we will divide with 10 first. Then I got the answer as 66 upon 99. Now again I'll divide them by 3. So I got 22 upon 33. Again I have to divide with 11. So I got 2 upon 3, which is equivalent to this one. Okay. So here already I found 2 equivalent fractions. Okay. So no need to find more. Okay. So the fourth one is 180 upon 360. Okay. Let's divide by 10. I got the answer as 18 upon 36. Now let's divide by 2. I got 9 upon 18, which is not present. So again let's divide by 9. So I got the answer as 1 upon 2, which is present here. So already I found again here 2 equivalent fractions. Okay. Now for fifth one, that is 220 upon 550, let's divide by 10. I got the answer as 22 upon 55. Now let's divide by 11. I got the answer as 2 upon 5, which is present here. Okay. So I found one fraction. Let's find one more. 2 by multiplying by 2. So I got the answer as 4 upon 10, which is equivalent to these two fractions. So here the exercise 7.3 ends. If you like my teaching, then please subscribe to my channel, and if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment box. Bye everyone.